But what Jesus is saying to them is, but something's wrong with your response because you're offended. And if you get offended at God sitting here, then your ability to respond will be broken. If you're offended at God because something didn't turn out the way you were hoping it was, if you're offended at God because despite all your efforts, things haven't panned out, if you get offended at God, then you will be shut down. And if you get shut down, you're going to get shut off from the help you need to go through what you're going through. Paul was like you. He was in prison. And you know what he wrote? He wrote a letter about joy. Have you read the book of Philippians? Paul was in a dungeon when he wrote the book of Philippians. It's the greatest writing on joy in the history of the world. He writes this thing about joy, and he speaks about a peace that passes all understanding that will guard your heart while there's a Roman soldier at the door. And so that Paul is able to talk about what he doesn't have, except by the fact that his inward life has not been conquered by his outward circumstances. He's more than a conqueror through him who loves us. And that's what was being demonstrated. And that's what's going to carry you through. You don't need more revelation. You need the revelation you have. This is like, I got one little ember. Can I get a fire going? That's it. A bruised reed he will not break, and a smoking flax he will not quench, but he is gentle among you. Jesus is among you as one who will restore what you have. He will restore your heart as the prelude to restoring your life. And some of us will never, look, the truth of it is, some of us will never get the resolution of all the things that we need to be resolved, but we are the resolution. Sometimes you look at somebody and that person is the answer. What do you mean? Because they embody so fully what we're reaching for.